Hi, welcome back to Every Note Counts. Today we're going to be checking out Browne Amplification's Protein pedal. And what I want to do today is less of a demo and more of a how do I use it or how do I get inspiration out of it kind of a video. So I'm going to use the blue side, which is modeled after a blues breaker circuit, to create a slightly overdriven amp, more transparent tone for an underlying rhythm for a backing track. And then on top of that backing track, which will have the slightly overdriven guitar tone, drums, and bass, we're going to stack on top of that the green side of the pedal for a thicker lead sound to sit on top of the backing track. And the green side's modeled after the Noble's ODR1 pedal. So let's get to experimenting and see what we can do with this thing. All right, so here we are with the guitar in hand. We're going to be playing this Fender Custom Shop with 69 pickups. And let's go through a few of the sounds that we can get from the Protein just to kind of explore the creative process of matching tone with feeling. So now let's look down at the Protein here. So we've got the blue side here and we've got the green side here. Blue side is a modified blues breaker circuit. It gives you more of a transparent overdrive. Green side is based on the Noble's ODR1 and it's going to give us a thicker sound. So let's just start with everything kind of here at noon. I'm not going to adjust the volume. You know what volume does. Let's check out the gain and the tone. So here's our bass sound running into a Victory V140 amplifier. Neck pickup. So we can see with the tone at noon, we've got a little bit extra high end. I'm not looking for that, so I'm going to back that off a little bit. I'm also going to bring down the gain because I just want a little bit of overdrive. More than that, I want to be able to hear it. With the gain coming down, I decided to bring the tone a little bit more up. So let's see how that sounds now. Okay. I like that because I still have note definition, between the strings. It's not muddy. A little bit of bite, and if I pick softer, if I dig in, still have some brightness, enough brightness. Okay, I like that. So that's what I would do for my rhythm sound. And we're gonna do a chord progression here, a 1, a 4, a 6, and then a 5. But I'm gonna use some different shapes. Instead of doing, and we're gonna be in the key of A major. So I'm gonna do an A here, and then I'm gonna go to a D, F sharp minor, E major. But I'm not going to do those shapes. I'm going to do some different cage system shapes. So I'm going to go G shape here for the A major, C shape for the D major, and then this would be a E minor shape, or just a minor bar chord shape, but I'm playing thumb over, and then down to E major shaped. So that makes sense. So then we have to choose a rhythm, right? I like that tone. I'm probably going to want to use the neck for my lead, so I'm going to go to position 4 here. As opposed to, yeah, there we go. So that's going to be the rhythm. I'll mess around a little bit with that. a rhythm somewhere similar to that. And that's the tone that I'm going to use for the clean sound. So for a reminder, this is what the protein looks like with the blue setting there. Now, I'm going to end up stacking these on top of each other, so let's go ahead and mess with the green side now. I'm going to put my guitar back on neck pickup, because that's where my lead's going to be. Already like that. Let's go to noon though with tone and with drive. I'm not looking for a saturated, real crunchy or hissy, velcro-y, staticky sound. I'm looking for something smooth. Okay, I like those tones. I am going to back it off a little bit though. Back the drive off. Let's increase the volume, obviously. See what happens if I move the tone. So on blue, I'm gonna stack the green. So it's going to sound like this since I'm using the fourth position. Come in with some lead here, starting in the key of A major. With lead using the green side. Here, let's, I do want more drive. I feel like too much of the signal is a little too clean. Okay, I like that. So, now we've established the rhythm sound and the lead sound. I took the rhythm sound and I chose a rhythm to go with the chord progression, and I put it into my Digitech Trio. So now I should have a backing track basically. So this is what the backing track sounds like. So anyway, let's just piddle around a little bit, and then we'll come back to what it ended up sounding like as a end result. Okay, so let's start off with the chords. We're going to use the G-shaped chord. So for A major, so if you were to pretend that your first finger is the nut, the G shape would look like that, right? If we were to slide our first finger back to where the nut is, here's our G-shaped chord. We would probably use those fingers, but they would be in that arrangement. So we're doing that up here, but that's a monstrosity of a chord shape, so we're just going to use those deepest three strings, and I'm going to fret it with my pinky on the fifth string, or sorry, my sixth string, fifth fret, pinky, fifth string, fourth fret, ring finger, second fret on the fourth string, first finger. Move those up, all up a string, and now we have the what would be the C shape. So that's pinky on the fifth fret of the fifth string, the ring finger on the fourth fret of the fourth string, and first finger on the second fret of the third string. This would be an F sharp minor. I'm going to fret it like this though, where I've muted the fifth string, and just go down to an E major. So those are the chords. Since we're here in the key of A major, I'm going to use the 5th fret and the 7th fret for all of my notes. On the high E string, 5 and 7. On the B string, 5 and 7. And I can take those notes on the 7th strings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bend each of them up a whole step, and then I'm going to allow myself to bend up another half step. So I'm going to do that on the B string. And so just using those notes will put something to the backing track. And this is what I ended up coming up with. I'll click on my green side of the protein pedal. So with the backing track, it'll sound like this. It starts off real slow. So that's an exercise I like to do where I take a limited number of frets or space on the fretboard and I have to create melodies in a confined area to help break out of muscle memory and just improve mind-to-hand connection for allowing the melody in my head to come out my fingers. I hope that was helpful for you. Feel free to use the free backing track that is listed in the YouTube description for this video, and have fun jamming. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, make every note count.